A virtual machine, or VM, is basically a computer inside your computer. It simulates another computer and operating system. For example, you can run Linux inside of your current Windows within VirtualBox. In my professional life, I have installed VirtualBox so I can save a ton of money, but also I can run an OS like Kali Linux and not affect the parent operating system, Windows. How cool is that? Virtual machines run using something called a hypervisor. Similar to a supervisor, yes. There are two types, Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1 hypervisors run OS directly on hardware and are better for performance. These are used in data centers a lot. Type 2 runs on top of your existing OS, like VirtualBox or VMware Workstation. Then the OS you require is installed within the virtual machine software. I won't be showing you how to install VirtualBox within this video. I am producing another video for this. But once you download VirtualBox and install, you'll have this amazing interface ready to go. Linux Mint is a popular and user-friendly Linux OS. I have shown you where to download in a previous video, so I already have a copy of this ISO file. Click the new button at the top and type in the name of your VM. If you use the word Mint in the name, it auto-defaults to Linux Ubuntu 64. On the hardware drop-down, set your memory and processors to anywhere within the green area. For the hardware, just leave as is. Click Finish. That's the basics done. Now I have a few more settings, so click on Settings. On General, click on the Advanced tab. Make sure both are set to bidirectional for copying in and out of your VM. On the System tab, you set up your processor already. On your Display tab, move your video memory to the end. For storage, we need to link this VM to the Mint ISO you downloaded. Click on Choose a disk file and head over to the folder it was placed in, then just click OK. You can now power up clicking the Start button at the top. As it is the first time this has been run, it takes a bit longer, but be patient as it is well worth it. The little box pops up, and the first item in the menu says, to start Linux Mint, click Enter. As the window is a little small, I make it larger by clicking on View. It boots into the initial screen of Mint. I make it a bit larger on the screen again, as my eyes are getting old. It's not finished yet. You have to double-click on the disk icon on the Linux Mint desktop. This is the easiest part of the install, but takes the longest. Just answer all the questions, as and when they appear. Select your keyboard language, location, etc. We don't need to worry about multimedia codecs, so skip that. In the next bit, we are going to allow it to erase the disk and install Linux. Don't worry, this isn't dangerous, so just allow it to install and create the partitions. It will write these changes to disk, so that every time you start your VM, it is good to go. Select your time zone, and then fill in your username and password. Great thing about VMs in general, if you forget your password, you can just destroy a VM and build a new one in like a few minutes. Now, the process begins of building the VM. This will take a while, so grab a coffee. I love my coffee, so I'll get two. Sit and read the notes on the screen if you want. It will show you all the features of Linux Mint. It's a perfect system to learn on, or even for a pro. Once the full install is complete, it will need a reboot, so click the red button in the menu to restart the VM. It starts up again, and I resize it once more for my poor eyes. What we really want though is to be able to maximize it, so it becomes a full desktop OS. Once I log back in, I visit the LibreOffice suite, all free by the way, and start up the version of Excel. I just want to make sure the applications are fully accessible. I love VirtualBox as it is so configurable. Now I want to make it full screen, and to achieve this, click on the device's menu and selecting the Insert Guest Edition CD item. Just click Run. That's all you need, and after you have typed in your password, it will update what it needs. It will need one more damn reboot for this full screen feature to work. Now, by clicking on the View menu and selecting Full Screen Mode, look at that baby. That's a fully working Linux distro, running within your VirtualBox environment right there. A couple of popular commands in Linux to prove this distro is Linux Mint. and we are pretty much good to go. The main reason I love virtualization software so much is that it is forgiving. VirtualBox allows a feature called Snapshots. I've clicked on the snapshot option, and I've created a version of my VM that I know is working just fine. I date and timestamp it as good practice. I have started it up, and what I'm going to do is create some files on the desktop. These could be viruses or malware. The current machine has been hacked or has developed a bug. Rather than panic, I am thinking to myself, I can just destroy this VM and go back to my snapshot I took earlier. I save the machine state as it is and turn it off. This is the coolest part now, where we get to restore the snapshot. I love this. Click on Restore in the top menu, and it will go back to the state before. Start the machine again, and what will you see? Damn, look at that. Those viruses have gone and the CLI is clear. We have rescued our system, and it was that easy. The last of the features today is the pause button. If your VM is taking up too much memory and you want to release that memory, you can click on pause. Right mouse click on the VM, and there's the pause option. If you head back to the VM itself, you can see that it has literally been grayed out and it's using no CPU cycles. To start using the VM again, go back to the VM's menu and hit pause again, and this will bring it back to life. VirtualBox is just amazing, and I use it for most of my cybersecurity and security work. There's another piece of similar software called VMware, but that will be in another video. Thanks for watching today, and we hope you can see the power of virtual machines. Watch more of our videos and playlists. Come back for more by subscribing to our channel, and we will see you again real soon.